Good morning. So it is Tuesday, and it's my day off, and I was hoping it was going to be kind of rainy or at least gross out, so I'd be motivated to stay inside and do things, but it doesn't appear to be turning out that way. It seems to be pretty nice. Ooh, look at some of the tomato plants. I'm going to water them this evening. One of them looks like it's doing great, and then the Zoychka there that I pruned back, I don't know if it's going to pick up on Kate. Yeah, it looks like it's bouncing back. I'm hoping to get more harvest out. I wish a Granny Cantrell in a black crim also, was as healthy, if I can speak this morning, as that Zoychka, but they just weren't. So that's the one I pruned back to keep. Hopefully I could get some more tomatoes off of it. If not, oh well. I done what I could this year for tomatoes. It's just been a bad year. And then, yeah, this blackberry bush, this is a triple crown that I got going in the backyard. It is self-propagated in the yard, so I cut it off and I put it in a pot so I can share it. And that's the ajuga right there. I happened to pull it up accidentally when I was weeding, so why waste the plant? There's another plant someone can have, or I can transplant it into a different spot out there, that L-shaped garden. But I kind of want different varieties of ajuga, ajuga, depending on how you pronounce it, out there. That way it's kind of different color ground cover. I think it would look cool. So, but let's look at the update over here. The Chajimazai and the Swiss chard are loving the weather. So I'm glad I started those because they're very happy regardless if it's a 90-degree day or not, whereas some of this other stuff is just like, man, that's kind of hot. Ooh, my calamint. See, I was wondering if I should give up on this one, but no, it wants to live. Probably my sage too. I probably just need to clean it up and get it in the ground. I want to plant these two in the ground, I decided. The olive tree, it has lost all of its leaves, but it's not dead. Not dead. Then the Brussels sprouts looks like it's getting some caterpillar damage on it, so I'm going to have to come up with some BT. I've got caterpillars starting to come up on my plants. Over here on my Hoya carnosa compacta, I had prepared for my new plant friend there. There was a caterpillar. That's what that damage is. Caterpillar damage. I cut it in half with my scissors, so the caterpillar's dead, but yeah, we're gonna have to clean that up. So yeah, she's got lots of plants and even some seeds we're getting together for her whenever I get to go over there, which is hopefully soon. And yeah, then I got some plants down here. These Hoya are still acclimating to their environment, so hopefully they'll straighten up before the plant swap so that they look nicer. Yeah, so all this is doing well so far. Look at my super dwarf Cavendish tree. It just loves life. It's a very thirsty plant. It does not want to get totally dried. And then I got my string of hearts over here, which I watered. It looked really shriveled yesterday, but I also watered it and now it looks better. And I kind of think I want to make a mixed pot of the variegated and then the regular. And I kind of want to get the Silver Glory and also Orange River string of hearts, which those are more rare varieties. They've been around for a long time, but people just don't have them, it seems. You just don't see them popping up. Okay, so about the inside stuff now. I really cleaned up this glass window really good from all the fingerprints, paw prints, and all that, and dogs just cannot resist. So that's why I just don't stay on top of it. Round 4 on the Brussels sprouts. They are now inside on the ground. Oh man. And then I also started some lettuce. I got the Botanical Interest mix. I received that for free from them. And then the Yeticule, I received that for free from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. I do want to do that brown gold ring lettuce again this winter. That done really good. And then I have a Cimarron, or it's another romaine type. I seem to really like the romaine type of lettuce. Not saying that I don't like other types of lettuces, but I really do like a romaine. But what also is exciting is I ordered my first Hoya seeds. and they're growing, they're sprouting. Look at that, guys. That is awesome. So far I'm counting 5 that have popped up, and one of these cells, well, nope, there's 6 because there's a little bitty one right there starting to pop up. And one of these cells, there's 2 seeds, but I had 10 seeds altogether in 9 cells. So that is freaking awesome. I am excited and I can't wait to share. I can't. That's just freaking fun. I'm gonna have to get more Hoya seeds. Not right away, but you know, I like that, and I'm liking it so far, and it seems like a fun little hobby to get some seeds, grow them out, you know. So that's awesome. But today what I think I want to focus on is shampooing the carpets. This carpet has been here since this house has been here, all of it, all this flooring. And this cabin was put here in 1978. And that's as good as it gets. Up here it is a white carpet, or off-white, which that's just not my choice. I wouldn't have chosen a light colored carpet like this to keep clean, especially with all those grooves in there. But the dogs have been acting kind of crazy lately, and they'll sneak inside the house and go potty, and they like to sneak up here, especially in this 3rd bedroom. They have taken this baby gate down and snuck in here, and I've been working on cleaning. And that's where I keep the incubator. I still got a little shelves to clean up. So I'm bringing up just regular cleaning supplies like the vinegar, the glass cleaner, paper towels, my Norwex glasses, well, the Norwex, the off-brand ones. And I'm just going to clean up here and shampoo these carpets. I've given up trying to make this carpet spotless, but at least I try to keep it clean, you know, because I live here and I want it to be clean and comfortable. So, yeah, my neon pothos here is doing great. Chelsea still isn't really putting out any new growth. I keep looking at her and hoping, but she's just not. I might take a cutting off of her just to see if it'll help stimulate growth. I done that with the fact thong downstairs. I cut off that little nub that was starting to try to grow just to see if it'll make it grow better. And all this string of pearls, string of dolphins, and then Hoya, Wayeti and her variegated, they're all doing really good right here. This is the south facing window, the pretty shady one that I supplement the needs of not having a real south facing window with a grow light. And then I've got my snake plants, and I've actually underwatered these. This just flops over because of damage. I picked this plant up for like $8 and it came with damage, so it just kind of flops over like a bunny ear. And then yeah, but that's what this is about, is because I underwatered. So I ended up sticking this in the shower and giving it a nice shower, cleaned off the leaves and gave it a good water, and it was happy for it. Now don't touch it again for another month. So it took me about 3 hours, but I got the upstairs basically wiped down and shampooed. So this is what the carpet usually looks like when I'm done shampooing. It does seem like every time I do it though, it gets just a little bit cleaner and cleaner every time. So I guess just keep on with the marathon. I don't know, but yeah, that one right there is just really awful, and nothing picks that up. But even in the bathroom, there's carpeting in there. I hate that. And the flooring underneath, this is where a dog messed it up, you know. Maybe that'd be worth pulling up. I don't know. That's maybe a one-day project. But for now, this is okay, I guess. It's just a spare room, and no one really even comes here anyway, so it'll be all right. But now I need to do the downstairs, and the downstairs doesn't look that bad from coming up here, but I notice when I go downstairs the camera picks up the dirt more so than in real life. Like the carpet looks like we were coming down the stairs from up there, like it just looks clean, and then you just get down here with the camera and there it all is. So I'm gonna go take me a little break and get that done too. Guys, it actually rained. It rained like horses and goats for maybe 15-20 minutes, and the ground looks nice and wet. I mean, not like saturated or anything, but it looks like I don't have to water tonight. And according to my app, that rain was not supposed to happen, but in the middle of the night we're supposed to get some rain, so we'll see how bad it's lying. But check it out, I got the floor is shampooed, and just look at the difference. So that's great. I'm so glad that I have this shampooer. And I'll be honest, most of the time before I was using laundry soap, but then I have Zepp's premium carpet shampoo this time, and I really can't tell a difference. But I read some reviews. Some people said Stanley Steamer uses that. I don't know how true that is. Whatever. People ended up liking it versus other carpet shampoos, so I went with that to try to help this carpet possibly more than just the laundry detergent would do. So I got a couple of jugs of those, and I'm almost out of my first gallon. So will I buy more? I really haven't decided. All right, guys, my house is cleaner than it was. It's not totally clean, and it probably never will be unless it happens for like 5 minutes, and then you better take a picture. But I got a candle lit, and I'm going to sit back and relax. And I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.